Okay, so let's do a recap of what happened yesterday. Then we look at what we're expecting today. So yesterday I told you guys that we were looking for opportunity to buy dollar index to take out this high. I think it's better explained on 15 minutes time frame. So yeah, I made mention of this liquidity being taken out. Made mention of same market breaking this structure, likely giving me a retracement. Then I take up a long entry to rate the high here. So exactly what the market did. The market took out this high, then retraced a little bit, gave me entry, and immediately they went higher to take out this liquidity. So I also made mention of to see if it can continue going higher. So yeah, so why they took out the liquidity, I saw how price was reacting around this region. It was not showing any willingness to continue going. It was not showing any willingness to continue going higher. So I also told you guys when I exited all trades. I think I alerted you all on the listing that all trade has been altered. I've actually gone out of the whole trade. So now what am I looking out for today? So later on during your New York session, the market reversed completely. So just like I told you guys, it's not all about knowing how to enter a trade. You should also learn how to manage the trade. I think it's also another thing you need to learn. You need to learn how to manage the trade, how to know when to exist when the market is no longer in your favor. So that is another thing you guys also need to learn. So now looking at the market today, so let's go back to daily time frame a bit. So you all know that the market has not traded into the daily order block. We are still around somewhere around that region. The market is still playing around, so it has not entered into the daily order block. So now coming down to 4 hours time frame, now you see the order block is also spotted on 4 hours time frame. So now as you can see, now the market has not traded into it now. So you see we have yesterday some kind of we have impulsive move previously. We have a kind of retracement to a mitigation block here. We have a mitigation block here, price retraced to it, then rallied lower now. So now looking at this now, you see that we have a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap here on 4 hours now. So looking at this now, it looks like the market, after taking out I think Monday's low, they purged Monday's low, then they are looking to fill up this fair value gap now. So why they fill up this fair value gap, we might see some downward movement again, likely to come and retest the order block before we continue seeing higher prices on dollar index. So now let's look at what is it called? Let's look at 4 hours time frame. So you see currently the price is filling up on 4 hours fair value gap. So it's looking to rally into a breaker block on the 2 hours time frame. It's looking to rally into a breaker block. So now So now let's look at 1 hour time frame. So you see the breaker block is very clear here on 1 hour time frame. It's very clear. The breaker block is very clear here now. So you see we have a purge of Tuesday's low. Market took out, they purged the stop losses on Tuesday's low. Here now, many might see this as a break in market structure, though. Many might see this as a break in market structure, which it might likely look like. So, but basically, since this 4 hours order block is not yet tested, so I don't know. So, but let's continue looking at price. So, I'm expecting dollar index to have a reaction here on this breaker block. I'm expecting it to have a reaction on this breaker block. So I expected market to clear this buy side liquidity, run into this breaker block. So if I can get that, then I'll be looking for opportunity to short dollar index during this London section. I'll be looking for opportunity to short dollar index. So I don't know for sure if it's going to come back to take out this low. I don't know for sure. So there is a likelihood that market might come back to this particular order block here now, and it will hold. So I don't know, but basically now the market should definitely sell off. So I don't know if it's going. So, but one thing you should know is that we have daily order block below here, which have not been texted. So even if this is going to be hold, even if this is going to hold, so if I'm going to take any entry there, I will be very skeptical about that. It's going to be a low risk trade setup. It's going to be a low risk trade setup. So for now, I'm very optimistic that this breaker block is going to hold price. So that's basically my watch out for this London session. I'm looking at how price react on this breaker block. So if it looks to hold, then definitely I'm shorting dollar index, and I'll be looking to buy I'll be looking to buy other foreign currencies, so such as GBP USD and Euro USD. So let's run to Euro GBP USD to see what we are likely going to do there. So for those coming late, we're just giving you guys grace of today. I've told you guys, once it's 8:05, we stop admitting. Once it's 8:05, we stop admitting. We try as much as possible to wait for everyone to come up. Once it's 8:05, we stop admitting. So now, having understood what we are looking out for on dollar index, so let's now look at so you see we have the high here that was created during ASEAN section. So during the course of London session, we took out that high, then we come back to break market structure to the downside. So basically now we are coming back to do to retest the mitigation block now. So we have a mitigation block, sorry, a breaker block here, and we also have another block here. So we look at this holding price. So if this can hold price, then we'll be looking to short dollar index. So I said this area here should also be watched to possibly react to take price to the upside. So let's look out for that side also. Let's look out for that side also. So now having understood that, so let's look at GBP USD. Okay. So now GBP USD. So let's do a brief recap of what I told you guys yesterday, how we're expecting to take the market yesterday. So yesterday I told you guys that I was already on a short yesterday. I was already on a short day before yesterday. Sorry, I took a short here. Then later on, I got stopped out here. I explained this to you guys. Then why the market made an impulsive move while we're still on the live section. So I told you guys that, okay, I think it was given on a 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so I told you guys that if this market could be able to retest to fill up this fair value gap here, told you guys that if the market can retest to fill up this fair value gap here, that I'll be looking for opportunity to short around here. I think that was the prediction I gave you guys yesterday. If you guys can go back, watch the YouTube video on our channel. So I told you guys that we'll be looking for opportunity to short here, and you see the market came back exactly to this place, give us nice entry, and this was a 50 pips trade. This was a 50 pips trade. So this was all. So if anyone was still looking for anything yesterday before this reversal came up, then you definitely know what you were looking for. So 30-20 pips a day is okay. That is all you need to be profitable. If you can make up 20 pips in the whole 5 days we have trading, 5 trading days we have in a week, that is 100 pips. Trust me, if you're using good lot size, if you have good trading account, you have made enough for the week. So you don't need much actually to be profitable in the market. All you need is to know, to be sure what you're using has a consistent winning edge, and you know how to manage it and how to make use of your strategy. So now what am I looking out for today? So during the course of New York session, the market traded into a discount area, and we saw price rallying higher. So yeah, price has actually rallied higher now. So if you look at this now, this is a liquidity pool. So we have pools of liquidity resting here now. So which basically for me, I would want price to take out that. Yeah, I want price to take out this pool of liquidity. So if price can take out this pool of liquidity, it will give me opportunity to have price coming back to, remember we have a 4 hours order block here which price has not traded into. So I would love to see price coming back to this 4 hours order block to give me a sell entry. So what am I looking out for today now? So basically what I'm looking out for today, if you guys saw, you see that I already drew a few here before we came up for the live club. So I'm basically looking out for an opportunity to see if price can come back to discount area. If price can come back to discount area, that is to say that if I want to see price come back somewhere around this region, I want to see price come back somewhere around this region. If price can come back somewhere around this region, I'll be monitoring to see if I'll get a buy opportunity here. So that is to say, I'm looking for buy opportunity on GBP. Remember on what is it called, on dollar index, we're looking for opportunity to sell dollar index. So basically for this also, I'm looking for opportunity to buy GBP USD. So I want it to go below 50% fib, and I look for opportunity to buy. So why am I buying? I want this side to be rated. Then I want price to see if price can go back to this bullish negative order block here. No, sorry, the negative order block here. So now that is what I'm actually looking out for on GBP USD. I'm looking out for price to come down to somewhere around 1.37750 and therefore so looking for buy opportunity around that level. So having known that we're looking out for buy opportunity on GBP USD now, so now let's look at Euro USD. We have liquidity was taken out here. We have liquidity being taken out here. We have it that structure was broken here. There's a break of structure here, so it's very okay seeing price react somewhere around this region. So let's look at higher time frame to see if we can spot any possible order block we should be looking out for to hold price. Okay, if price can come back to here, that's fine. So okay, I think I have something to watch out for here. We have a fair value gap here. So basically I'll be looking at this fair value gap here to see how price reacts there. So if price can get there, I'll be looking for how price will react here, and if it gives me good opportunity to buy, I think this is the 20 pips stop loss from the other block, 1.37620. Yeah, 1.37620. This I think this should give you 1.7610. This should give you around 20 pips stop loss. So this should give you around 20 pips stop loss somewhere around that region. So if we can see an opportunity to buy there, it's going to be a good trade. Yeah, we'll just be looking to take out buy here and probably run out this liquidity pools here, which is around 50 to 60 pips. So having understood that, so let's look at Euro USD. Okay, so we have Euro USD. So Euro USD, let's do a brief recap of what we said yesterday about Euro USD and how the market fared. So you guys know that before yesterday I took a short entry here on Euro USD. I was on a short here. Market came back here yesterday. So told you guys that this high has been raided. We have so while we're on live section, this market was dropping. I think this was not dropping then. So the market was some kind of it was somewhere around this region. So I told you guys we have a run above a high here, looking for a break in market structure here. Then if market can come back to somewhere around this region, I'll be looking for opportunity to short. So yeah, market came back to retest this breaker block here. And it gave I think it was 15 pips here. Yeah, this was around 10 pips to 15 pips. Okay, this is 12 pips. So if you would have taken this, definitely you would have secured 10 pips, right? That broken even. This might be the broken even trade. So what happened here now? So Euro USD took out the sell side liquidity. Remember I told you guys that this is one of my major targets here. I'm looking at for market to take out this. Then if price can actually come to take out this, then we're okay with that. So price ran into I think this is a 1 hour order block. Yeah, 1 hour. So price ran into a 1 hour order block, respected it, and boom, rallied higher. So the same thing on Euro USD. The same thing we're looking out for GBP, the same thing we're looking out for Euro USD. So you see we have a break of structure here. Liquidity was taken out. We have a break of structure. So now we have 1 hour order block here. So I'm looking at price trading into this 1 hour order block. So once price trading into this 1 hour order block, I'm looking for opportunity to buy because I know I have pools of liquidity here. Remember, all what we do here is we're looking out for liquidity areas. So looking out for liquidity areas for price to take out. So this pool of liquidity here, I'm looking out for price to run it out. So I'm looking at price coming back to take out this liquidity pool on the upside. So if price can take out that, I think then that will also give us opportunity to look for probably a reverse trade tomorrow. So that's basically what I'm looking out for on Euro USD. That's basically what I'm looking out for on Euro USD. I think we have something of this texture here, mitigation block here. Okay, so let's just watch out to see what happens on Euro USD. I think we have a mitigation block here. 1.16350 is a good figure to look out for Euro USD long. So that is basically what I'm looking at for Euro USD. So I'm looking for long opportunity on Euro USD also. Yeah, remember the game plan. We look at DXY. DXY gives us indication of where the market is going to, and we stick to that. So nothing much. We just look for opportunity to take off something out of the market. So as you all can see, I think this has traded into our region where we are looking at price to react from. So you see, price has traded into my breaker block, and you see how price is reacting on it now. So I would be waiting to see if I can have a likely breaking market structure to the downside on lower time frame, then look for opportunity to short. So you guys see that. So having understood that, so I put up a poll yesterday that if you guys want us to bring up volatility indices into the morning shower, and I think about 80 something percent declared interest that they want us to bring up volatility indices. So let's quickly do a brief rundown on volatility 70. Okay, before we go there, because we might not have the privilege to come back here again. So I don't know if anyone has any question here, you can ask before we go to volatility indices. Does anyone have any question, please?
No, sir.
Okay. So
No
let's
question.
okay. So help us to mute yourself, please. So I'll be doing this very, 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 very fast. We don't have much time again. So looking at volatility 75. So we'll be only looking at volatility 75 today. We'll be looking at only volatility 75 today. So looking at volatility 75 today, see volatility 75 has been on an uptrend for a very long time. See, if you have been buying volatility 75 somewhere around this region, you would have been on a very good money. So now, that is, by the way, that is not what we after. What we after is how to look for opportunity to make up something from the markets every day. So now looking at this, now we have sell side liquidity is resting here. 1, 2, 3, 3 months ago, the market came down to take out the sell side liquidity, rallied up, broke structure, engulfed this. So basically now we are looking for opportunity to continue going higher, because we have the market might come back to take out the all-time high around this region. Yeah, market will come back to take out the all-time high around this region. So we have come to understand on weekly time frame that we're on a bullish market run. So now let's look at weekly time frame. Looking at weekly time frame, so we have the sell side liquidity was taken out. Market created a weekly order block here, which have not been tested. They broke structure around there. So you see they retraced back, but they never got into the weekly order block. So there's a liquidity created here now. So we have either the weekly order block is yet to be tested, and so when we know that the weekly order block is yet to be tested, definitely we're expecting market to continue dropping to the weekly order block. So coming back to our daily time frame now, okay, let me do this. So coming back to daily time frame, so now here on daily time frame now, while we broke structure here on daily time frame now, so you see this line now, this particular line here now is the weekly order block. This is the weekly order block now. So looking down here, we have the daily order block here. This particular zone highlighted here is a daily order block. So you see price came back, then this some kind of failure swing, then rallied higher to take out liquidity on a previous high. Now they took out liquidity on a previous high. So while they took out liquidity on the previous high, they came down to break structure here, then they retested the hit here on the lower time frame. So basically now we are on a downward movement now. So we are looking at price coming down lower to take out this liquidity here, then probably trade into the weekly order block. Then we look for opportunity to buy buy volatility 75 indices. So now let's look at this now. So we have it that this liquidity here was taken out, this structure was broken here, they came back to retest the breaker block here, and they did what? They came back to retest the breaker block and they dropped, they broke market structure again. So if you come back to 1 hour, if you come down to 1 hour time frame, now you see that this was the first time they retested the breaker block on 4 hours. They dropped again to break structure to the downside. So they came back here. Now the same thing they did here. Now the same structure, the same pattern of structure they did here on higher time frame. It's still what they are repeating themselves here now. This is the same thing they are doing here now. So they have come back to take out liquidity here again now. They have come down to take liquidity here. So they did what? Immediately they took out this liquidity. They are pushing higher now. So what am I expecting on? I want them to take out the liquidity resting on this low. So while they took out liquidity on resting on this low, I'll be looking for opportunity to long volatility 75. So that is to say, I'm looking to buy below this low, then long it back to this source. So remember, this is a source. This was where they took out liquidity and they have not retested it. So I wanted to take out this side, then retest this source, then before we continue seeing lower price to the downside. So this is basically how I'm watching out for volatility 75 in there. So I'm looking at price taking up this equal lows here now. You remember, see, we have 1 2 3 times now. They have tested this support now. So basically now, retail traders will be long in now. Retail traders will be long in now. So we don't get in. We wait for them to long. Why they long? When the market makers come for their stop losses, that is when we engage. So we look for opportunity to buy here. So while we look for opportunity to buy, I'll be looking to exist above this high, then thereby looking for opportunity to short, because I've come to understand on higher time frame that we have not gotten into a discount area. So this is basically what I'm looking out for on volatility 75 here on lower time frame. So we're looking for opportunity to buy. So we're waiting for market to take out this liquidity. So while it takes out this liquidity, we look for opportunity to buy. So maybe tomorrow we look into step indices. So this is where we'll be stopping today. So if you have any other question regarding puts on currencies and on the indices aspect, you can ask. So if there's no question, we call it up again.